Alrighty guys, we are back with my second posted Wi-Fi Pokemon Y battle. Actually, this guy Hoover here has become one of my new friends. He ended up commenting on my most recent Pokemon video and said that he'd love to battle me just like I had asked. And so we ended up having a battle. So you can see everyone's teams right here. But yeah, I'd just like to say that this is probably one of the most intense battles I've ever had. I have not had that many, actually, even amongst all of the games. But it was definitely one where I was feeling my heart pound out of my chest. So, I have not found a way to pause or slow down this once it starts. It goes extremely fast. I will try to keep up with it. And I love to explain anything else in the comments if need be, after the fact if you'd want to find out. Once again, I will still love to take friend codes and it will be in the description. So, let's just get on with this here. I'm going to lead out with my Doug Trio, and he's going to, actually I'm not sure who he leads out with. I think Garchomp. I believe he leads out with his Garchomp. So I lead out with mine, he leads out with Garchomp. And I come right off the bat with the Earthquake. I ended up being faster than him. The Earthquake hit. I'm adamant. I wish it would have done more than that. It did take him down to just below half. He comes out with a Dragon Rush and destroys me in that matter. And actually, I don't even have the music on, so let's turn that on right now. You can tell this is a live thing here. I came out with my Garchomp. So I'm like, Garchomp on Garchomp. Let's see how this does. He hits me with a Dragon Rush. He was faster than me. I was like, oh great, I'm dead. Nope. I live with 1 HP. 1 HP. Ridiculous hacks. I end up hitting him with a Dragon Claw. That's super effective stab, everything. And it ends up finishing him off. So I'm like, well great. You know, I ended up, I think we're now 1-1. He brings out his Gengar. I'm not really wanting anything that this Gengar can throw at me. I send in my Venusaur. He's like my special defense wall, more or less. He hits me with a Sludge Bomb. I know he's Ghost and or Poison, so I had a 50% chance that his move's going to be not very effective. So he hits me with a Sludge Bomb. Doesn't really hurt me that much, and my Black Sludge heals me up. After that, he then hits me with what? A Shadow Ball? Still doesn't kill me. I still have about a third of my life, which is great for me. I hit him with an Energy Ball. Doesn't even take him past the halfway point, but I'm glad that it did as much as it did. It's not like this guy's supposed to do a lot of damage, and I just knew I wouldn't have a lot of time to set up on him. He ends up hitting me with a Hyper Beam. I was thinking about switching out, but in the end, he gets a critical hit too. Still do not know if that mattered. How will I know? I will never know. So I send in my Gengar, okay? I did the same thing with his Garchomp. I'm going to send in my Garchomp, so I'm going to send in my Gengar Spook when his Gengar comes out. I Mega Evolve my Gengar, and then as soon as I Mega Evolve into him, I go for one of my Shadow Balls. So I end up hitting him with it, of course, and it is super effective and everything else. It ends up finishing off his Gengar. So we're still pretty neck and neck until now. He sends in this Absol, okay, and he Mega Evolves it. Well, I don't know if this was planned or not. He can let me know, because we weren't really talking through this. But I went for Hypnosis prior to him bringing in his Absol. I know that he knows I can get Hypnosis. Well, he's got Magic Bounce, so he bounces my Hypnosis back at me. So I now have an asleep Mega Gengar. It doesn't do anything. He Psycho Cuts me, and he gets a super effective hit. It kills my Gengar. I mean, that's how that happened. I bring in my Alakazam, not really knowing what else I could possibly do. I did know I would be faster though, and I already used my Mega Evolve. I hit him with an Energy Ball, hoping it could possibly hit him, maybe get a crit as well. It did not finish him off. He hits me with a Night Slash right after, finishes my Alakazam off. So this is not looking good in my favor. Now I bring in my Garchomp, just wanting to hopefully, possibly, anything chance-related, get a hit. I bring in my Garchomp, he switches out to his Chestnut. I go for a Dragon Claw. I would have finished the Absol off if he didn't switch out. But because he brings in Chestnut, who, by the way, is wearing Rocky Helmet, I hit him with the Dragon Claw, and his freaking Rocky Helmet ends up killing myself. So then I bring in my Dragonite, knowing that if I brought him in, he would switch out from his Chestnut. I knew that. I predicted that. So I went with a Dragon Dance, hoping that I would get a free Dragon Dance and then start to do my magic. He switched out of Chestnut. I think this is where the real battle was decided, when I ended up going for a Dragon Dance instead of trying to do an attack. Because by getting that up, anything he brings in, my Dragon Rush should pretty much finish it off. He brings in his Bard and his Blastoise. I Dragon Rushed it, took it out. Chestnut comes back in, I go for a fly. I know that I was faster, so I could get up in the air and dodge anything he tried to hit me with, and that fly would be super effective against him. So I hit him with a fly, and it finished off his chestnut. I did take some damage from Rocky Helmet, but in the end it wasn't, enough to do anything seriously, and it's not like I had any sort of focus sash or anything. He then brings in his Charizard. I go for a Dragon Rush again, just praying that it doesn't miss, because that's the last thing I need right now with this Pokemon, is to have him have 4 Pokemon remaining when I just have my Dragonite. I hit my Dragon Rush, thank goodness. He then brings in his Absol. I know the one thing I can do that can guarantee this win is if I go for a fly and I hit it. I dodge his Night Slash, my fly comes down, and I hit his Absol, who was in the yellow, and finish off his Absol. My Dragonite ended up having to sweep at the end there. It was my last dude left. All my team was down, and he had only lost, I believe, his Garchomp and Gengar, so he still had, his Blastoise, Charizard, Absol, and Chestnut. My Dragonite, just by me doing that Dragon Dance, I was able to sweep the rest of his team. It was a great battle. Anything could have changed this, absolutely anything. All I had to do was miss one move for him switch out or anything else. I love battles like that, so if you'd love to give me one just like that, or anything else. I mean, like I said, I do it for fun. If I would have lost, which I thought I was going to do, would have been perfectly fine with it. Not a problem. I don't mind winning or losing as long as it's fun. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to battle, and that will be the end of this video. Please remember to rate it, because my first video did very well. I'd love for this one to do well as well. Take it easy, guys.